evening, everybody. I gotta get on a little bit earlier tonight. We can get everybody caught up. So welcome to another fun-filled, action-packed night with the VSpeed Contender Series. Always brought to you by NEPA Towing and Recovery, Mean Dean's Automotive, Greer and Associates, Butt Kicker, and as always, powered by Nitro. Now tonight brings us to the tricky triangle. Pocono Speedway, Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Interesting track. 3 sets of different corners, all taken from different tracks. Kind of a brainchild of some sorts. Yeah, so you got really long front straightaway, get down into a pretty tight corner. I guess you would consider that 1 and 2. Got a pretty long, I guess you could consider that the back stretch, into a sweeping corner with a short stretch, into a long sweeping corner back onto the straightaway. Should be an interesting race. These trucks seem to get around this track pretty darn good. Now, last week, I apologize. Last week we had a little bit of technical difficulty. Couldn't get things to show up correctly. Not sure what happened or why. Seem to have everything worked out now, so we should be good for tonight. Now, I kind of feel bad, and it's why I'm showing him now. Mr. Daniel Monahan got his first win of the season. Jeffrey Price finished in second. Current point leader Hunter Kent was in third. Mr. Stephen Massey was in fourth. Ryan Lang in fifth. Doc Stout in sixth. And Matty D. Clark rounds out the top 7. And of course, all 4 Cascade Hollow trucks right there, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So those guys are going to have just continue to build up the driver points as well as the team points. Now currently, looking at the points, still have Mr. Hunter Kent up on top, Mr. Stephen Massey in second, Mr. Ryan Lang in third, which anybody that's followed us for any amount of time, those guys have always been up front, but that was our top 3 last year at the end of the season in that order. Matty D. Clark brings up 4th. Last week's winner, and Mr. Daniel Monahan, which is the current truck on the screen, currently in 5th. Previous champion, Mr. Rom Thompson, is in 6th. Jason Holsworth got a really good run going this season, good consistent, in 7th. Mr. Jim Johnson in 8th. Mr. Randy McCaney in 9th. And Mike McConville round out the top 10 for you. Now tonight should be like 16 trucks. Should have a pretty decent race. Not quite a super speedway, but they do get to some pretty high speeds on those long straightaways. And then have to get into those tight corners. So it does make for some pretty decent racing. Looks like Mr. Jimmy Babb got him another new paint tonight. Currently we have current points leader and last season's champion, Mr. Hunter Kent. making his qualifying run here. And now, I'm not sure what happened. I'm hoping what happened last week and previously, the race before that, should be now corrected because we can now see the paint on Mr. Hunter Kent's truck. But for whatever reason, for last week, as well as the week before, him and Stephen Massey's truck, for whatever reason, I just could not get the paint to go. But I reset everything. Hopefully everything's good to go for tonight. And we should be able to see a pretty good show. Here we got Mr. Jimmy Babb. His new paint here. Got a Hyperco truck. All right, and looks like that's it. Looks like Mr. Hunter Kent's going to walk away with the pole tonight. Definitely no surprise for most people. Hunter has definitely been on it last season and this season. He's once again showing everyone why he is currently the champion. So while these guys are having their drivers meeting, all right, so let's go ahead and give a shout out to the sponsors. We'll start off with Mr. Joe Zader and NEPA Towing and Recovery. As we show the commercial, Mr. Joe Zader himself on the screen. Get a little bit of last minute tweaks in here. All right, and let's go ahead and give a shout out to Mean Beans Automotive, Mr. Andre Greer, and Associates. There you have it. Two of the mainstay sponsors we have here in the VSpeed Contender Series. Greatly appreciate their help and support. It's definitely what drives these amazing drivers that come and drive in this league every week to this series, because we're able to put a good prize package together for those guys to make them come out and put on the show that they do. And we appreciate them every week. And of course, we're riding along with Mr. Jimmy Babb, which If you've been around for a little bit, FRT Motorsports is part of Jimmy Babb, which is also part of Mean Beans Automotive as well as Green Associates. Those guys race late models together and modifieds. So in real life, but this season, FRT Motorsports is taking a break. So they thought that they would go ahead and bring a little attention to the other two businesses involved, which of course is Mean Dean's automotive repair business that he has, and of course all of the endeavors Mr. Andre Greer, our great friend, has. Beautiful, beautiful shot, Long Pond, Pennsylvania, and the huge track there that we call Pocono, the tricky triangle. One track I've never been to. I really don't know anybody that's been there, so I'm not really sure if it's a race that I'd really like to go and see. I would assume it's probably one of those races kind of like Daytona or Talladega. You go not necessarily watch the race, but for the environment, because you can't really see much of it, but what's right in front of you. And there we have it. Red flag is out. And let's get ready to grid these 16 trucks up. Do want to give a shout out to Rachel Hunt. I'm not sure. I think she started the season for a race, but we haven't seen her. You know that that she does have some disabilities that she is dealing with. So I hope that is not what's keeping her from racing. If it is, we definitely keep her in our prayers. All right. So tonight, good little field of 16 trucks. So we should see some good racing. Chevrolet Pace truck getting everybody lined up here. Waiting on one person. Like we're waiting on Jeffrey Price here. Oh, there we go. All right, as they pull off. Tonight on the pole, Mr. Hunter Kent, last season's champion and current point leader. On the outside, we have Mr. Mike McConville. Starting third, our title sponsor, Mr. Joe Zader himself. Good to see him up front. Fourth place is going to, on the outside of Joe's, going to be last week's winner, Mr. Daniel Monahan. Fifth place is going to bring Stephen Massey, current second place in points. And right beside him is going to be third place in points, Mr. Ryan Lang. Seventh is going to bring Jeffrey Price, last week's second place finisher, best finish of the season. I feel really bad for those guys that I was not here to get them up in the booth to give them the recognition that they deserve. But they will possibly get pulled up in there tonight just so we can get those guys that recognition. We got Mr. Russ Bovair, or Keith Hackney and Mr. Russ Bovair bringing up that fifth row there, or fourth row there. I apologize. Fourth row is going to be Jeffrey Price and Keith Hackney. Fifth row is going to have Mr. Russ Bovair and Doc Stout. Sixth row is going to bring Jimmy Babb and Randy McCaney. Seventh row is going to bring Perry Snelson and Phil Gary. Eighth row will bring Doug Chappelle and our very own Mr. Cody Morgan. Glad to see Cody back out tonight. Pace truck should be dipping off here. And Mr. Hunter Kent's going to bring him to the green.
Green, green, green.
Green is out. It's like Hunter's going to get a massive push from teammate Stephen Massey here. Although he's definitely not going to get be able to pull away from the second place. You got Mike McConville trying to power around the outside and 1 and 2 there. It looks like he may edge Hunter Kent out for the lead going down the backstretch. Hunter has no help at all. Teammates right behind him. He was able to get in front of second place. Mr. Daniel Monahan set his sights on that lead. Mike McConville. There you have it. Mr. Mike McConville is going to lead the very first lap. I know Hunter has definitely put up the numbers this season, but I have to say, I believe I've seen more different drivers up front this season than I have in a pretty long time. So it's definitely good to see that. Now, of course, anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge Kyle Larson fan, so it's good to see that HendrickCars.com truck up front. It's a big racetrack. It's 2.5 miles long. So it is definitely a beast when it comes to driving. The different corners definitely can get technical as far as a big track is concerned. I'm not sure on these new trucks. I haven't driven in a while.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Oh,
Caution is out.
Caution already. What in the world happened? Terry Snelson was involved. See if we can figure it out. See what we got going on. Looks like started to ride up around Cody Morgan here. All right, let's see. All right, we're gonna ride with Cody. Looks like Cody is in the coming out of the corner here out of 4, and just barely gets into that 97 truck of Jeffrey Price. Takes him right around, which of course kind of gets a couple other trucks involved. Look at it from Zader's standpoint. Of course, Zader had nowhere to go. Gets into him, gets into Jimmy Babb, which gets into Perry Snelson and sends him down pit road. So that's pretty hard hit for both those guys. I'm not really sure if they're going to be able to continue. And that's sad on lap 4. Bad thing about it is this being 2.5 miles long, these caution laps are murder. Bad as Talladega. I have no clue what just happened. SDK. Oh, I know. Let me fix this. There we go. Sorry about that. Still not there. Thing doing. There we go. It is trying to give me a hard time tonight. I apologize, everyone. So first caution of the night, lap 4, for an incident with Cody Morgan and Jeffrey Price. Looks like that's probably going to end the night for Zader, all 4 of the trucks. Perry Nelson, Zader, Jeffrey Price, and Cody Morgan. Although I think Zader's still on pit road, so he may try to get some of that damage fixed up. So it looks like we have a little bit of strategy going on here. It looks like Stephen Massey, Hunter Kent, Jimmy Babb, Russ Bovair, and Doug Chappelle all chose to come into the pits. So, kind of see how that goes. But we are on 1 to go. So that's going to put Mike McConville and Daniel Monahan on that front row. We'll see how things go. Out of the final corner. Pace truck should dip off here, and it does.
Green, green, green.
All right, green flag is out. And Mike McConville gets a great start. Jumps up on the outside there in front of Daniel Monahan. Right, Randy McCaney's up there on the outside, but Ryan Lang's going to be able to sneak through and jump up into that 3rd spot. Mike McConville's definitely got a handle on it tonight. Definitely best lap time so far. Fastest lap, I should say. All these trucks are running pretty close together here. Now it looks like Stephen Massey and Hunter Kent are kind of making their way back up through the pack here already. They've done got back up to 6th and 7th. Getting around Phil Gary there. Let's take a little walk through the field here. Of course, we have Mr. Mike McConville out front. Daniel Monahan is second. Mr. Ryan Lang in third. What a rebound he had from having that shoulder injury at the early part of the season there. Got Randy McCaney here in fourth. Like Hunter Kent's done taking over the fifth spot for the teammate. Stephen Massey right there. And we got Mr. Phil Gary running right there with him. And the man himself, Mr. Russ Beauvais. Jimmy Babb behind them. Mr. Doc Stout. Mr. Doug Chappelle. That first little incident, that is the trucks that are currently on the track. Back up front, still Mike McConville out front, leading in fashion. About a 2-truck length lead over second place Daniel Monahan. Look at the leader here. Good looking truck. Looks like Hunter Kent has gotten up here fighting for fourth spot underneath Randy McCaney. Dodge Ram. Tell you what, that truck he's driving, as well as a couple of the other trucks in the field, painted by Keith Hackney. Guy does some amazing work. Hunter got into the corner a little too high there, and Randy McCaney was able to get right back around it. Now they're putting pressure on the 31 of Ryan Lang. Hunter Kent trying to get underneath of him. He just can't quite make it happen. Gets a good run on that second set of corners there and gets underneath them. See if he can make it stick this time. Looks like he's going to get a twofer. Going to get underneath teammate Ryan Lang now for third. Randy McKinney just pushes Ryan right on back by. Able to get right back around Hunter with no help. Now we got Ruspo there trying to make a run for the 7th spot on Phil Gary. Quite make it work. Hunter's trying to get back around Randy McKinney once again. Looks like he's gonna make it work that time. Looks like teammate Steven Massey's gonna get around him too, so they move up into the 4th and 5th spot. Right along with Hunter Kent. Still up front, Mr. Mike McConnell putting on a clinic today. Still just continuously keeping that 2 to 3 truck advantage over 2nd place, Mr. Daniel Monahan. Looks like Ryan Lang's going to try to put a move on 2nd place there with help from teammate Hunter Kent. Looks like they're going to be able to pull that off. That Cascade Hollow group all working together there. Oh, getting a little squirrely there. And Stephen Massey pushing Hunter Kent down that front straightaway there, trying to move him up into 2nd spot over teammate Ryan Lang. Oh, trucks are all over the place. Trying to gang up on Mike McConville now. Got those 3 teammates running right there together. Violin once again, like he's going to get up underneath Mike McConville now as we ride along with McConville trying to get that side draft going down the backstretch here. The teammate Hunter Kent is just pushing, trying to get Ryan that advantage going into the 2nd set of corners. Just couldn't quite make it happen. Riding with Mike McConville, the leader, as he comes around to lead this lap. Still out front, Mr. Mike McConville. 2nd place, Mr. Ryan Lang. And 3rd place, Hunter Kent. Hunter Kent finally gets up into that second spot. A little bit of help from teammate Stephen Massey, trying to gang up on their teammate Ryan Lang on the outside here. Now he gets down in front trying to get that help, but can't quite make it happen. And the aero on these things must be crazy. These trucks are all over the place. Mike McComble's loving all this. He got all that nice clean air. All right, well, so far so good. After 22 laps of 60. Only one caution. Got Mr. Mike McConville leading, Mr. Hunter Kent in second, Mr. Stephen Massey in third, Mr. Ryan Lang in fourth, and Mr. Daniel Monahan round out the top five. Like Hunter Kent finally going to make his way back to the front. Gets around Mike McConville. Now look for the teammates here to gang up on him and see if they can take over that second and third spot. Stephen Massey's going to be able to make the pass. Let's see if Ryan Lang can make the pass. Up on the inside. Daniel Monahan get a crazy run. Gets a twofer there. Gets right around Ryan and Mike. Can't quite make it stick. Back up front, Mr. Hunter Kent. That Joker Dodge Ram. Teammate, Mr. Stephen Massey, right behind him. Mike McConville round out that top three. Go. Looks like Ryan Lang is finally going to be able to make that pass and move up into the third spot. Daniel Monahan trying to get back up there. He got a good run. He'll make the pass into fifth or fourth place there. Ride with Ryan Lang in third as he comes to finish up lap 26. take another little quick run down through the field. First we have Mr. Hunter Kent up front. Mr. Stephen Massey right there with him in second spot. Teammate. Next teammate right behind them in third, Ryan Lang. Daniel Monahan in fourth. Our pole sitter Mike McConville in fifth. Mr. Russ Bovaert sneaking up there in sixth spot. Brandon McCanny right behind him. Mr. Phil Gary with a good run tonight. A good top 10 up in the eighth spot here. The league owner and old man extraordinaire, Mr. Doc Stout, with another good top 10 going. The other old man in the field, Mr. Jimmy Babb, running right there with Doug Chappelle. Those are the trucks that are on the track currently. Now, I think this is where you're seeing that pit stop that those guys made kind of help out a little bit here. They're starting to put a little bit of gap on those other trucks. And we got Russ Bovaert that is coming on strong, man. He was a couple seconds back there a little bit earlier, but now he's going to be fighting for the fourth spot here shortly. Mike McConville starting to get a little loose here. A push loose. Trucks tend to get a little tight here. Not so much loose, but tight. All that speed and having to get through those corners. So the person that can save that right front's always going to be the person that does well. Got a great little race going on here for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh. Put a blanket over all five trucks. Meanwhile, Hunter Kent, Stephen Massey just pulling away. We are at halfway, 30 to go. Other than that little first mishap, great racing so far. Looks like Mike McConnell's then chose to come into pits. Not really sure how that's going to work out too well for him. He is by himself, so he has no drafting help whatsoever. So if those other guys come in and pit together, I think he is definitely going to ruin his chance of a good finish here. And here we go. We got the leaders coming around the last set of corners here. Under full steam, but I think he's gonna
Be okay for the most part, but we'll see.
got about a straightaway on him here. We'll see how this plays out as far as strategy goes. Now remember, these guys pitted earlier on in the race. They've only got about 4 lap newer tires. It can make a difference because these laps are long. You figure that's 10 miles if they have fresher tires. But it looks like Ryan Lang's bringing that second little pack right back to these guys. Unless these guys are just saving a little bit. Really don't have the fuel mileage. I'm not really sure how many laps these guys can run here.
But it looks like all those guys came in together,
Except for Russ. And there you have it. So Stephen Massey's going to make the run on
teammate here. Going to be able to make that pass.
So we have a new leader, Mr. Stephen Massey. Russ is on that same strategy as Steven and Hunter are. And he's right there with those guys. Looks like Doug Chappelle comes out of the pits right in front of the leaders. Of course, he's going to fight to keep them going a lap down here. Oh, no. Oh, and Stephen Massey comes down by himself. That's a shocker. I can't believe that they did not come in together. It looks like Massey and Russ both come in together here, so they'll definitely be able to work together as they go out of the pits. That's going to be 4 tires and fuel for Massey. That's going to leave Hunter Kent coming in by himself. We'll see how much of a disadvantage this is going to put him at. This definitely may mess up his lead for sure. Here we go. Hunter Kent coming into the pits now. Starting to wonder if that was actually a miscue. There we go. That just puts him out way behind the rest of those other trucks. That's going to be a huge disadvantage for the 52 Hunter Kent. That should relegate Mike McConnell back to the lead. Stephen Massey's right there, though. Now, granted, he kind of had that same advantage that Hunter and Steven had at the beginning. Got 5 laps more on his tires than Steven, Ryan, and Daniel Monahan was right behind him. We'll see how much of a difference those 5 laps are going to make here shortly. While these guys are being nice, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to be right back. Right, it looks like while I was waiting, Stephen Massey was able to take over that lead. Looks like Daniel Monahan, Ryan Lang trying to steal second from him as well. All right, good, 19 to go. Mr. Stephen Massey out front. Mr. Daniel Monahan in second. Mr. Mike McConnell in third. Ryan Lang in fourth. And Russ Beauvert in fifth. Three wide down that long straightaway, man.
guys are just battling it out. It's been like this all race long. Ooh, you see the 31 truck of Ryan Land get a little loose there. Even Massey got a huge lead out going on now. A little over 1.5 seconds. Back here and check on Hunter Kent. Hunter's got back up to the 6th spot, kind of running right here by himself. Trying to catch up to Russ Bovair in 5th place there. Let's see if he can get some of that drag. See Russ up here in the top 5. Kind of running by himself a little bit. Still up front, we have Mr. Stephen Massey showing the way. 16 to go. Daniel Monahan's been up here in this top 3 or 4 all night long. Trying to back up that win from last week. Looks like Hunter's starting to catch one of Russ. Those guys can get hooked up together. They may be able to drive up to the back of that other group up there. That's in second, third, and fourth. consistently about a tenth faster than even the leader. Trying to catch up. Wondering if he's going to burn his stuff up before he gets there. Probably definitely hating life right now that he didn't pit with these other two guys. Got these guys battling it out here for third, fourth, and fifth. Or second, third, and fourth, I should say. Daniel Monahan, Ryan Lang, and Mike McConville, they have just been passing each other, setting each other up, sliding it sideways, coming off the corner. Trying to figure out who's going to draft with who. Currently, we got Ryan Lang in that second spot. Finally got around Daniel Monahan. Drops Daniel Monahan back to third and Mike McConville to fourth. Meanwhile, we have Hunter's caught up to Russ. Maybe these guys can not race each other and get up there and try to battle with these guys. Like Russ is going to let him have that position and just run in behind him. Coming back to 10 to go here. Still out front. This is Stephen Massey showing the way. About a 2-second lead on his teammate, Mr. Ryan Lang. Daniel Monahan in third. Trying for that second spot. Mike McConville still 4 spots. Mike McConville's got a couple more laps on his tires than these guys, but he is still hanging right there with them. Slowly catching them is Hunter Kent, so he's definitely going to be in on him here shortly. Just not sure if he's going to have enough time to get there. Hey guys, I'm letting it all hang out. The trucks are sideways coming off the hill. Just seen Mike McConville sideways, just seen Hunter Kent sideways coming off that last corner onto the stretch, front stretch. Almost every lap, Daniel Monahan gets underneath the 31, but can't seem to make the pass. right, 7 to go. Still, Mr. Stephen Massey out front, leading teammate Ryan Lang by about 3.5 seconds.
Steven's got a comfortable lead in the clean air.
He's loving life right now. Hunter Kent's almost to this next pack here. With the help of Russ Bovair. Not sure how much he's going to have left once he gets there. Ooh, as he bounces off the wall coming out of that second set of corners. That last lap, Russ Bovair was the fastest truck on the track. By about a half a tenth. Go back up here to this fight with second, third, and fourth. Ryan Lang, Daniel Monahan, and Mike McConnell. Guys are still going at it. All right, we're at 5 to go. Still, Mr. Stephen Massey out front, leading Ryan Lang and Daniel Monahan. Ryan's keeping that outside groove so he can keep it wound up there. Daniel just can't quite get the run on that inside to make the pass. Definitely getting the run off that outside really good. Now we got Hunter Kinston caught up to 4th spot. Looks like he's going to go ahead and be able to make that pass on Mike McConnell. Like makes it with ease while he sets his sight on Daniel Monahan and teammate Ryan Lang. Coming back, 3 to go. They don't have a whole lot of time. He is definitely going to have to let it hang out. Plans to make up some more positions. And Monahan still can't make that pass on the 31. Keeps trying that inside and just can't get enough run off that corner to make it work. He's going to have to do something soon because Hunter Kent's coming fast. Like Russ Bovair making a run for this spot here on Mike McConnell pole sitter. Couldn't quite make it stick. There he is. Hunter Kent is there. 2 to go. We don't have a whole lot of time. This is gonna be a Cascade Hollow 1, 2, 3. Going to see it just about a lap and a half.
Daniel knows he is in a position here because he don't really have any help whatsoever. And when it comes down to it, teammates are going to help each other if they can. Now here's where you're going to see those newer tires come into play. Hunter was just able to drive right around him through that last set of corners and right up to the bumper of second place teammate Ryan Lang. There he goes. Gonna try to make the run on his teammate here. In the second spot he goes. Come on the white flag lap. Definitely not going to be able to catch his teammate for first, but it looks like it's going to be a Cascade Hollow 1, 2, 3. Daniel Monahan is still putting the pressure on. There you have it. Mr. Stephen Massey, Hunter Kent, Ryan Lang, 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'm going to get, let's see here. Price left on first. I was going to get him up here, first and second there, but get Daniel Monahan up here first. Do a little bit of interview him real quick so we can interview him last night. Mr. Daniel Monahan, how you doing, sir? Him up in the booth. Well, I apologize. I was not here for your win last week, so I at least wanted to get you up in the booth here to give you the recognition you deserve from a great race last week. So congratulations on your win. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I have some issues here with my mic. Hello. All right.
Broadcast.
Mr. Daniel Monahan.
Yes, sir.
Hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that, buddy. Well, I apologize that I wasn't here last week for you. We had some technical difficulties. I hate that you got your first win and it wasn't televised, so I at least want to get you up in the booth here tonight to give you the recognition that you deserve from that win.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, we got to try to make it right whenever we can. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that a lot. That's
yeah,
awesome.
I missed it. I wasn't able to watch it. For whatever reason, my computer decided to be a little pain in the rear, so I had to do. Yeah, I was having trouble with Hunter and Steven's paint showing up, and just compounded itself. So I updated everything. So we seem to be doing well tonight, though. So. Man, you ran up front all night long tonight too, so that was definitely a good thing too. So you backed up a win with a pretty good top 5 finish there, finishing 4th spot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, definitely happy with the result tonight. I was really trying for the top 3 at the end, but just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, but, you and Ryan just battled it out there for lap after lap. That was the best race of the night. Was all 3 of you guys. So.
Shoot, I appreciate that. Yeah. At some point, I saw Stephen Massey was 2-3 seconds ahead, and I was like, all right, well, there's no point in trying to run him down. He's got first, and so
Right.
I just started battling for second.
Well, exactly. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta race the situation, I guess. But anyway, man, I just wanted to get you up here and get you that recognition you deserve for your win last week and a good run tonight. So we will see you next week, buddy.
All right, sounds good. Thank
Good
you.
job, man. Yes, sir. All right, tonight's third place finisher, Mr. Ryan Lang, man. It's like you making a pretty good little comeback there from that shoulder injury earlier in the season.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Turning left's not too bad. It's turning right that's the bigger problem. Getting my arm up on top of the wheel.
I got you. Well, you got to watch that stuff, man. When it slips off and you hit the wall, you just,
I learned that back at Daytona. I was telling the guys, like, if I was like, don't bump trap me. I was like, if you guys bump me wrong and you get me squirrely, I'm not going to try and save it. I'm going to just have to let go of the steering wheel and good luck.
Yeah.
It's just forewarning. I was like, I'm going to just hang out in back. Don't try and work with me. I said, same with, I said, if something happens in a wreck, I'm probably going to just let go of the steering wheel. I can't risk it getting hurt more.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. Got to take care of yourself first, man. I tell you what, you, Daniel, and Mike probably had the best race of the whole night, man. You guys were passing each other and setting each other up, and man, it was pretty fun to watch, actually.
And through all that, I don't think we doored each other once.
Not once.
Other than bump drafting, there was not one door contact at all. Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah, I thought that was just some really, really good made. Even when you guys, I mean, you would get sideways coming out of the last set of corners. Mike would get sideways coming out of the last set of corners. I think there was a couple bumper taps along the way, but nothing bad. I know Hunter, when he was trying to come back up through there, he was about sideways coming out of the corner there too. So it was definitely, everybody was laying it on the line there.
Yeah, that was a blast. It kind of took me back to racing with Hunter at Richmond last year. We were 50 laps side by side. It kind of felt like the same here, 30 laps side by side with 3 guys.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, I haven't had you up here in a while, man. Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I want to thank all of our sponsors, Zader, Greer, Nitro, you for putting on the broadcast, your internet for giving you internet tonight.
Right. And not forgetting to cut my mic on so you can hear me.
Yep, there we go. Hopefully no replay screens getting stuck.
Right.
I want to thank my team, helping push me out to the front there so I can get a point for leading a lap.
Heck yeah, man. Cascade Hollow is definitely putting it out there this season. That's for sure.
We're trying. Putting them up and knocking them down.
That's all you can do. All right, well, where are we at next week?
That's a good question.
Where are we
I don't know. I don't find that stuff out until Sunday night.
Where are we? Oh,
It's not Kansas, is it?
Texas. We're at Texas.
Oh,
now.
okay.
All right. Them intermediate tracks. You guys should run pretty good there.
Yeah, It's usually a good race.
And not bad. Texas. And look, it not quite the internet. It does wear the tires a little bit, so that makes for good racing. All right, well there you have it. Tonight's third place finisher, Mr. Ryan Lang, third place in points as well too. So I'm sure you'll stay there and maybe get a little couple more points there, but definitely in the top 3. And Cascade Hollow still putting them points up for the team points. See you next week at Texas.
See you next week.
All right, buddy.
Under the sea.
Mr. Hunter Kent,
Yes, sir.
why didn't you pit with Steven?
Well, I mean, the question is, why did I slide my box?
Well, that too, but I would have thought that you guys would have pitted together. That kind of would have made a little more sense.
Yeah, I wanted to stay out and have that one lap fresher tires, to be honest with you. That's the only reason I didn't come down. I thought about staying out another lap, but I figured if I could have that 1 lap fresher tires, maybe it'd make a difference. I don't know. Steven was able to keep up that first run. I think we had 4 or 5 laps on the tires, and I was like, this race is gonna go green. So I took my first set of tires on that first run, and it felt like it made a difference because I was able to stay out in front of Steven. We let him lead a lap there, but man, if I didn't slide my box, I think
That would
we
got you so far behind.
yeah. So I slid my box, and then once I slid, I backed up, and I was too far left. So then I had to readjust again, and that cost me 8 seconds. So can't make any mistakes. Yeah, can't make any mistakes on this pit road.
Yeah, no, not with the group of guys that you're running with. Make a mistake, then.
I can say that I am excited to go back and watch the broadcast because that first run, the racing between all 5 of us up there was a lot of fun.
Oh,
so.
that's what I was telling Ryan earlier, man. The best race of the night was when all of you guys were running there. I mean, you got there right at the end, but him and Daniel Monahan and Mike McConville, those guys were like you and Ryan at Richmond last season, running side by side for just like 30 laps. I mean, it was crazy, and they never doored each other, not even once.
Yeah, just throwing haymakers, and if you get a good group of guys, you can throw haymakers back and forth, 20, 30 laps side by side. So
it was great.
It was a lot of fun.
I wish we had a few more trucks that probably would have made it a little more interesting, and I wish those guys wouldn't have got caught up in that first little wreck there. But yeah, it's definitely a pretty decent race tonight.
Oh yeah. I didn't have a chance to see what happened to that first wreck, but I know it took out a decent amount of trucks. It seemed like.
Yeah, it took out 4 trucks. Yeah, Cody. It looked like Cody kind of got into the back of the Jeffrey Price, right, coming out of that last set of corners, and he didn't hit him hard, but of course, the load that thing's taken off of that corner anyway, because half the time you were sideways coming off of it anyway.
Oh yeah, we were wheeling and dealing, man. It was Johnny builds these truck sets, man, and they are just freaking on rails. And I told him at the beginning of the week, everybody was complaining about it being tight, and Johnny made one set that is loose, and I was like, that's the one I'm running. I want to be freaking yawed out sideways here at Pocono.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about here with the different corners and such high speeds going into those sharp corners, man. You eat that right front up, man, and it just becomes like a dump truck. Yeah,
and it's kind of one of these tracks too where you really just kind of, you don't completely throw away turn 2, but you want to be better through 1 and better off 3 if you can help it, because the better runs you get down these straights, the more you can make passes, and passing here is already difficult. If you get a truck that can handle on the outside and you get to their inside, it's almost impossible to complete a pass without throwing sliders. So I had to throw a couple sliders on a couple people, but it's just the nature of the track, and it was a lot of fun. And we handed Steven that one, so at least we finished 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, man. That's what I was telling them, man. Cascade Hollow is just tearing them up this season.
Yep. And hopefully we can finish strong. I think we got, 6 or 7, 5, whatever it is, how many races left. Finish out the season strong.
Yeah, so next week we got Texas, so pretty decent track. Wears a little bit of tire, so that always makes for good racing. So
yeah, we were good there in officials, I think, the last time they went there. So look forward to Texas, and maybe we can put this 52 Ram back in victory lane. But just give a big shout out to you, Jim, each and every week for broadcasting these races over at Burnt Rubber Racing. I told Steven before I came up here, I said, I'm going to have to get Keith to paint me a Burnt Rubber Racing truck just for old time's sake.
Right.
And throw some sponsorship out there.
Right.
So we might have one of those trucks for
pool noodle truck.
Yeah. If we hit another super speedway, we'll pull the pool noodle truck back out. But
there you go.
Just a big shout out to you each and every week for broadcasting this, and I can't wait to go back and watch this race. Big shout out to Johnny Taylor over at Nitro for putting together all these truck sets. Without him, I wouldn't be as fast as I am. So all the glory goes to Johnny and everybody that puts time into these truck sets. Big shout out to Nitro, Doc, and everybody that puts on this league. It's I think my 3rd or 4th season in this league, and we're trying to go back-to-back champions. So we're going to try our best. Big shout out to all of our sponsors. NEPA Towing, Zader, supplies a lot of sponsorship for this league, and it's greatly appreciated. Mean Dean Automotive, big shout out to them. Greer and Associates, big shout out to those guys, and then Butt Kicker. So big shout out to everybody that puts on this league, man. I don't want to race anywhere else, and hopefully we'll be here for many more seasons.
All right, man. Well, there you have it. Well, you got a pretty good jump on that back-to-back championship there, man. So good luck with that. And next week we'll see you at Texas.
Yeah, hopefully we'll try not to hand Steven another win so we can keep him a distance in the points.
Right. Even though he's a teammate, you still got to keep a little distance, right?
Oh man, we're gonna battle it. We're gonna battle it, and it doesn't matter. We told each other we're gonna race hard, and as long as we don't wreck each other, we're good with it.
There you go. All right. Well, our current points leader in second place tonight, Mr. Hunter Kent. Have a good night.
Thanks, Jim.
Mr. Stephen Massey, how you doing, sir?
What's up, Jim? I'm doing a lot better now.
I swear, man. Were you glad to see Hunter slide through his pit there?
Well, I mean, no, I would have liked a clean race there, but I mean, deep down inside, it's like, okay, this just got a lot easier, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but man, you definitely didn't need no help, man. You were putting on a show there, and you were pulling away from those guys in that clean air.
Yeah, the clean air's nice. With those trucks in front of you, dude, you can't get through the tunnel turn, certain parts of turn 1 and the exit of turn 3. It's like, gosh.
Oh yeah.
Get out of the way. Not like get out of the way, but you just don't want that dirty air.
Yeah, the best racing of the entire night was Brian, Mike, and Daniel. Those guys freaking kept throwing haymakers at each other. They were passing each other, running each other up the track, and never touched once. I think a couple of them had a couple little tail slaps coming off the last set of corners a couple times, but not once did they touch. Those guys were running side by side for like 30 laps. It was great.
Yeah, I was watching it in my mirror after pits, and I was like, dang, you guys are throwing it down back there, ain't you?
Right.
You're having a heck of a race.
Well, that's what I said. Like, you were loving that, man. They just sitting there racing each other, and you're just, see ya.
Cruise control.
That's it. Yep, I know. I don't have to do much. Those guys are going to beat each other up.
Nice, clean race, though.
It was. It was actually a really good race. I hated to see that first little incident, but it took out like 4 trucks right there at lap 4, but still, the rest of the racing was pretty darn good.
You got me? What happened? Hold on.
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yeah, I got you back.
Okay.
My hand swiped my headphones and turned the volume all the way down.
All right, so you're having one of my problems then. So you're cutting stuff off and you can't hear stuff. And don't let me rub off on you, man. You don't need none of my luck.
Damn, I'm getting older. Excuse
Right?
my language there.
Yeah, getting old is horrible, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Getting old is horrible. But anyway, all right. Well, again, we go to Texas next week, so I know all of Nitro ran really good last in officials in Texas, so should be an interesting race.
Oh yeah, we'll be locked and loaded this week too for Texas. We'll be quick. We'll be quick in the officials, and we'll be quick come VSpeed.
Cool deal. All right. Any shout outs?
I want to give a shout out to Hunter's pit crew. Ryan Blaney's pit crew in real life filled in for him.
Right. Oh, okay. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They needed some extra practice and dropped the ball, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was great, man.
Shout out to Hunter for letting Ryan lead a lap. That was nice of him.
Right.
And then as far as sponsors go, I'd like to shout out NEPA Towing, Mean Dean's Automotive and Greer Associates, Butt Kicker, Nitro for being on the truck and providing the setups.
I'm proud of
Johnny Taylor for building the setups, and then Burnt Rubber Racing.
You got it, man. See, I knew you'd get it one day. You didn't need my help.
It only took 2 years.
All right. Well, there you have it. Tonight's winner, Mr. Stephen Massey, chomping into that points lead for his teammate, Hunter Kent, for that championship. That will do it for Burnt Rubber Racing and the beautiful track here in Long Pond, Pennsylvania, Pocono. And we will see you next week in Texas. Have a good night.